I said, yo, what's going on, YouTube, my fellow followers, new viewers, welcome. And this video was actually requested by somebody on YouTube. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name. But they wanted me to guide them in the right path of hitting like a perfect streak in the T4 arena. I used to think the T4 arena was really difficult, and although the T4 arena isn't going on now, I want to show you like a good strategy to use. You're gonna need some pretty strong champs, but honestly, I think you would need no more than like 9 really strong champs, preferably 4 stars at rank 3 or above. So I was playing a little bit at work on some downtime, and I left it at here, okay? So I'm on win streak 9, going on a 10, and I wanted to show you like a good strategy to use. So we're gonna move forward from that. Also, I was requested to do mastery, so I'm gonna do that in the same video. So, you know, if you already know how to get, I wouldn't call it unlimited. I call it unlimited because depending on you and how much you play, you can go forever as long as you follow these steps or kind of these steps. So, I'm going on 9, going to streak 10. What I like to do around this area, if you're doing the T4 Catalyst, it gets hard around here. So, what I was recommended from... No. What I was recommended from the forums is to keep your overall team under 4,000 PI. So, what I like to do is take people, unless you have really weak 4 stars, I'm going to go to my 3 stars, is take people that are like 1,500, a little bit above, no more than like 1,700 or below that. But since I'm trying to go, so let's pretend this is the T4 Catalyst Arena. It's going to get tough to get past, you know, round 5, streak 15. That's the tough part. So what I like to do is, I could, you know, right now I'm only on 9 going to 10. So it all depends on the type of fighter you are. I will start off with Hawkeye because of his power drain. I will even use Wolverine. So, you know, I kind of already broke my rule of don't go over 4,000 because that's already 3,900, you know, 90. But if you're going to go about it this way, my recommendation is to take somebody really weak below 500 PI or at 500 PI. The good thing about the T4 arena is that you could bring in 1 stars, 2 stars, where right now I can only bring 3 stars because I'm doing a 4-star arena. So if you look at, you know, my Spider-Man, Miles Morales, he's at 700, and then I got a few people below that. Not at 500, but I'll still demonstrate. So what I will do, just for educational purposes or to show my strategy, is I like to keep different classes. Excuse me, unless it's like Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, you know, Groot. That's really the only exception that I have, only because the synergies are so well. So we're going to go with this team. I'm on streak 9 going to 10. And I want to demonstrate. See, so my my team rating is actually below 5,000, which is good. So even my hardest match is at 7,580. I could probably do it, but don't put yourself in that position. So I'm going to go for the easy match. I tend to do that. So the whole idea pretty much is to throw a fight. So find a fight that you can afford to lose without it being a problem. But right now, if you look at the odds, you know, the hardest fight would be Wolverine versus Wolverine, but he's not even awakened. Oh, sorry. No, you can leave it off. It's fine. Are you sure? Yeah, it's fine. So we're going to continue with this fight right here. Again, streak 9 going on a 10, and I do have the upper advantage, you know. Even if I lose the last fight, I should win the first fight. So this is my advice, is try to keep it within that range. All right? So we're going to go ahead. What I also meant to tell you, I'll show you after this fight, is I like to start from my strongest champs and work my way down and just kind of group them into 3s. So That's what I do. But, you know, if you're the type of person that's going to play all day or, you know, play until you have no more champs, and I apologize, you're going to hear some tapping, guys. I know some people say it's annoying. I really don't know what to do right now. I'm trying to do a quick video. I haven't been off in 5 days, so sorry, guys. Please deal with it. Try to ignore it. You know, turn down the volume if you have to. But only because it was a request. And it is a really good question because I used to struggle with this a lot. This was before I started spending a lot of units and getting these 4-star champs. So you see, the first fight was easy. So I could lose one more fight right now and move on. I would love to get a perfect series. Right now, the event for the Alliance is just arena fights. So it's okay, but more points the better. You know, the less work you have to do. So, although, you know, Ultron doesn't bleed, I love to use... I like Hawkeye. A lot of people don't like him. This is why I like Hawkeye. Bam, look at that. He can't do a special no more. Well, he can do his first special, but he can't do his second special. This is what I like to do. There's certain champs that have things that are good about him, and this is what makes Hawkeye a beast. Is the fact that you could turn the tables on a fight, you know? You know, he got a little more PI than me, but bam. As soon as I get that first special, power drain. Oh, so he's a little stronger than me. I'm still going to wait for that to build up. Alright, see, so even though he's close to that third special, you think I'm going to let him get there? If I do, it's my fault. Shit. So right now is a good time to do it, and he might even die, see? So, there's certain characters that you have to learn how to use. I never use Hawkeye's third special no more, only because it's weak and has no effect against champions like Ultron or Colossus, anybody metallic who can't bleed. So that's why you use that first special, because you take away the ability to be able to just, you know, take you down with that third special. I don't like to wait till that because it's a risk. So if they have 1 bar and I have 1 bar, I'm going to use it. So now we're going to, regardless if I win or lose this fight, we move on to the next round. So I'm going to keep on using the same strategy. But what I like to do is not use my weakest, you know, my weakest 3-star, my weakest 1-star. Because again, like I said, you can use 1 star in a T4 arena. So that's what makes it pretty cool. Don't use them at the beginning. Wait till that tough fight. It's really, from my experience, streak 14 going on a 15 and 15 going on 16, the tables could turn. So that's when you kind of want to save, you know, to have them really weak champs. And look at that. He's really close to getting a special. I'm going to try not to let him. But even if he does, I should be okay. So here we go. A little nerve-wracking. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to focus. You know what? Screw you. Bam! Just knock him out like that. So even though he was stronger than me, we're moving on. So now we are on streak 10 going on to 11. Now what I normally like to do, I have a lot of 4-star champs at rank 3 at least. So once I get to streak 12, I start using my stronger champs into my strongest champs. For demonstration purposes, I'm gonna, you know, pretend that I only have 9 champions that are like really, really strong. So I will show that to you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So now we're on 10 going to 11. So you want to keep the same strategy, but like I said, don't use your weakest ones or semi-weakest ones at the beginning. Save them for the end because that it will be an easier fight. So we're gonna go to 3-star champs again, and so it was like Wolverine and stuff. So I really like to go for weaker champs. Okay, so once I start seeing people at 1500, so this is kind of where you want to be. My recommendation, you know, well, what was recommended to me was keep people at 15 PI or below. But, you know, I like to push the limits and the envelopes a little, especially for T4, because I could take Abomination. I could take Groot. Different PIs and throw in a really weak person, but not my weakest, as I said. Save those really weak ones at like 600-ish. Because I already have a science, I'm just going to throw Jane Foster in there. Because if you are going to lose a fight, just make it that one fight right there. If I am going to lose a fight, it would be Jane Foster. So look at the matchup they put me against. Okay, here we go. So this is pretty cool because look, now Jane Foster could easily win that first fight. Easily. And not only that, so look. So even if we lose against a pure Iron Man, I got the first two fights. So this is what you want to do. This is what I'm telling you. So now I'm going from 10 to 11. I'm going to try to push it to 13 and then use my strongest champs. Me, because I have so many 4 stars at rank 3. At streak 12 going to 13 is when I start doing that strategy. But we won't do that. Just for so you guys can see. So even if you only have like 6 people, that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Because once you get past streak 15, it gets easier. I won't say it's easy because, you know, if you don't have really maxed out champs, it's not easy. But it's easier than if you're using your strongest champs all the way through. That's where the mistake lies. A lot of people, including myself, I just used to go down my list. I started from my strongest 3. You know, you group them into 3s. And then once I was at like streak 10 going to 11, I would use some strong people, and you know, they weren't 1500, they were like 2400, and I would lose because by then they expect you to be some sort of beast. I don't know why. I don't know if they're going by like Brutal DLX's profile or something, but that's why you got to throw in, if you're going to lose a fight. And I know sometimes, you know, you got the perfect streaked, you know, event going on for the Alliance, but you still don't want to throw those fights. Why are you going to throw them fights? Because then you're going to have to start all over again. So even though she almost smashed me, look at that. The tables have turned. And I have the advantage over her. So bam. So after we get past streak 15 going to 16, maybe even 17, I'm going to show you guys real quick my masteries. Because I also want to pop open some crystals. That's my next video. I'm going to try to put them all out tonight. So while this is uploading, I'm going to be popping open some crystals. So expect 2 videos from me today. No face cam, guys. I'm sorry, you know. I'm going to just do it on my days off, like in the mornings. It's not that it takes a really long time, but I just don't have the energy for it. Like I said, you know, I worked between the 2 jobs this week, man, like over 60 hours. So, oops, I'm sorry. So, you know, so now you just play a little defense, try to get him to use a special, block that. Bam. Block that. It's just strategic. So, you know, learn your champ's fighting style and learn the you know, the AI's fighting style. Are they aggressive? Are they more, you know, so I leave myself open a little bit and then block. So open, block, see? Because he thought that I was going to attack him. I don't know what he thought, but you just kind of learn people's fighting styles. So now I probably won't knock him out with this, but I have the advantage now. And it wasn't that much, and he's bleeding though, so that's good. See, some champs don't bleed. And oh, I messed up right there. So if he caused armor brick, I will regen. Oh, sorry guys. See, this is the problem. I'm trying to like make commentary while I'm making a video. Doesn't always work. Woo! Okay. Killed me. Alright, so this is what I'm telling you guys. See, so I can afford to lose 1 fight. It's not a big deal. And if it was perfect series, yeah, I'll be mad. But at least you get to continue on to the next. So I'm kind of glad that happened. I mean, deep down inside, I'm not glad it happened, but it just goes to show that you can lose 1 fight. So now I am going on to win streak 12. I'm on win streak 11, as you can see. So this is where, no, actually it's the next fight. So I'm going to try to do 2 more fights with weaker fighters, quote unquote weaker fighters. Actually, I might have some weak 4 stars too, but I'll save those for the next match. So, you know, 1834, 1623. If they were both like in the 1600s, it probably would have been easier. I could have won every match. But I just wanted to kind of show you that the type of things you can do. And again, in the T4 arena, it's a lot easier because you can throw in a 1 star. My recommendation is don't even bother maxing out a 1 star. If you have all your 1 stars maxed out, sell 1 or 2 because it'll help you get over that hump. So now we're going to do Venom. You know what? We'll do Captain Marvel. No, let's do Venom first. Captain Venom, sorry, and Hulkbuster. 2 different class types and 1 really weak one. By this point, you know, I should only have 2 more fights after this. So I would normally go for Joe Fixit because he's like under 700. But let's just use Magneto. So from here, you know, I should get a fairly doable fight. Look, even though my team rating is under 4,000, they're still going to match me against somebody higher. But it won't be as bad as going up against rank 440s. You know, rank 4, level 40, 4-stars when you have stronger people. They just a lot stronger. So this is the strategies that I'm trying to explain to you guys. Now, if I'm feeling brave, which I am, I will put Venom down here to take down Ms. Marvel. Because he's duped, his abilities are a lot better. I will try to beat Spider-Man. I may not. But that's, like I said, there's always one fight you can afford to lose. And that's why you want to throw in a weak person. To kind of even the odds a little bit. If I win this, I will be ecstatic. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Alright, guys. Here we go. That's that parry for you. Oh, he's duped too, so it's going to be a pain in the ass to beat him if I do. If I do get to beat him. So, you know, this is what I'm talking, see? So with people like this, it's hard. Like Spider-Man, you can only get like 2 hits, and then I like to back away. I mean, he's going to beat me because he's like double my PI, unless I could miraculously, strategically beat him. Alright, so now this is where I want to kind of back off because he has a second special. Oh, you know, I was so used to the Spider-Man where he does that swinging crap that I thought that's what he was going for. So now I know, back the hell up. He got like a head rush sort of thing. So, oh guys, see, I'm going to lose this fight. But like I said, it's okay. If it's okay if you lose one fight, I'm not going to give up though. That's one thing I'm not going to do is just call it quits right now. Oh, and I lost that one. Okay, so I definitely lost that one. I hope I don't lose this streak so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I got to collect myself. That was supposed to be the easy fight. But this is what happens. This is what happens. See, everybody, for the most part, is stronger than me. The only reason why this next fight is somewhat even is because I have the class advantage. So now, I need to take out Storm with Hulkbuster. It should be no problem. But, you know, I don't know if this guy has willpower or has all these other type of masteries that's like, take 0 damage when your enemy hits you. So you got to take that into consideration. This is why you want to throw a fight. I'm not saying throw it intentionally, but have one fight that is like, okay, if there's one fight I can afford to lose, it will be this fight. Be strategic. Bam, see? So, it's already looking good. I don't care. I'm just going to punch through her blocks because I can do that. So now, it all comes down to this last fight. And we're running on 18 minutes already, guys. This is like one of the longest videos I've done in a long time. So you know what? I will be doing my masteries and my crystal opening in a separate video. Just because I like to pop open my crystals. I don't spend too many. So this is the last fight right here. This video is probably going to come out to like 25 minutes. But, you know, if you guys ever wondered, how do you do that? Like, how do you do the T4 arena? 1 million sounds like a lot. It all depends on your schedule, to be honest. Like, when I only had 1 job, I used to do it a lot. Now I have 2 jobs. So it seems like a lot. But given the champs I have, it's really not that much, truth be told. And look at that, see? Even though she's so much stronger than me, I whooped that butt. It's Venom we're talking about too, so it all depends on your champs. Just be wise. You know, I don't have him as a 4-star, but I sacrificed them. I was like, you know, I'm going to keep Venom pretty low-leveled when I need to get over that hump. So now, we're going to streak 13. So normally, what I would do from here, I'll show you what I would normally do. From going to 12 to 13 to 14 to 15, I would use really strong champs. I'm going to do another fight with weaker champs. So let me just, you know, get some help requested to help on my alliance and stuff. So now, I might even use some 4 stars. What's up, baby? My daughter's over here. Well, she can't reach. So, nah, it won't work because I only have Deadpool X-Force at 1400 PI. So I'm going to work my way. What the hell just happened? So, right now would be a good time to use... So, this is why I try to keep different classes. But, just for educational purposes, they're both at 1500, which is what I normally recommend it. And I'm going to use a really weak 3-star. So I'm going to use... Oh, shoot. Thor is actually a cosmic, too. So we'll throw Elektra in there. You know, we'll throw Daredevil in there because he's awakened. So Daredevil's the fight I plan on throwing. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. And look at that. My team rating is under 4,000. I'm up against somebody 1,000, 200, 300 more. So this is what we're doing. So it doesn't matter if I lose the first 2 fights. I don't plan on it. And let's see. So he's 1893, but that's because he has an advantage over me. So I mean, I guess it all depends on how I'm feeling. I definitely can't beat no Iron Fist with a Daredevil because of that armor break. And I will just go ahead and use Captain Marvel. Alright? So if I win these first 2 fights, I'm good. So this is where... I forgot to show you the champs I would use. I'll show you the next one. But, you know, if you don't have a lot of strong champs, if you only have 6 4 stars at rank 3, then this is what you would do. So, you know, go to streak 12 going on 13. Hopefully, you know, I can take this guy down. I just got to be very, very defensive. And if I get quiet, you know why. Because I'm focused. So, I'm sorry for the tapping, guys. That's the way it picks it up. I'm not button mashing. It's just that the microphone is like built right into this. See? So, even though he has that advantage over me, I got him. Woo! So I could lose that last fight. No stress. So now I got to win the next fight. That's where the pressure's on. Because that last fight is going to be tough. And, I mean, it's a close fight. So, all I got to do is win this fight. And keep it going. Here we go. Ooh. Just don't make him bleed. Back up. Oh, he actually doesn't have bleed on yet. But now he's bleeding. So now I could just play defense.
Andy, I'm sorry. There's just something in her mouth.
No, no worries. What do you got in your mouth, baby?
Stop it. It's a 5. No, it's right.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, it's
she does the same thing with...
It was stop.
I don't know how she... Oh, she found it in there probably. She used to grab like these clippers and sharp stuff. I took all that stuff away.
Okay, Ava.
She can stay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just... Ava, you gave me good luck. Alright, guys. So now we are where I said you should be. For people who don't, you spend the units.
Stop it right now.
She's gonna like scratch the taste buds off her tongue. So now it doesn't matter if I lose this fight because I already won 2 out of 3. I plan on winning, you know, don't get me wrong. But if I lose, it's not a big deal. Wow, this Daredevil's a pretty beast. I mean, I got him down to like a quarter health gone. That's when you move away because you use a second. And then you hit him with that. Hopefully you can stun him. Nope. Did nothing. Stun him, stun him, stun him. I'm the #1 stunner. What? The #1 stunner. So don't let him get his 3rd special because it's a wrap. Just try to bait him into using a second. Move forward. That parry's on point with Daredevil. Come on, use your special, damn it. Alright, so now it's time calls for desperate measures. Bah, 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 and hope he gets dizzy. Yes, he did. and just beat him to the punch. Did you see that? Perfect streak. So like I said, you just gotta be strategic. So now, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I gotta take a piss. Pause. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are back. We are on streak 13, going on to 14. As I said, normally at streak 12 going on to 13, I would have started using my stronger champs. So, my strongest champs are Ultron, Magneto, Scarlet Witch. But if you look on, so I like to group them in threes as the PI goes. But if I did that, you know, just to show you, then my next lineup would be 2 Cosmic and 1 Science. So I just swap out Scarlet Witch for Black Bolt. Once I'm on streak 14 going to 15. So, you know, this is only because I have 6 people at rank 4. So what am I? 13 going on to 14. So let's pretend I don't have these top 3 champs that you see. So my next step would be to use my second strongest champs. So I would go with Electro, Iron Fist, and Black Widow. Alright, so we're going to pretend that Ultron, Magneto, Scarlet isn't there. So we're going on 13, going on to 14. It should be a Thanos fight. If you're at a Thanos fight, you know you're on the right track. See? So Thanos or Kang, then you know you're on the right track. Now, the reason why I'm going with that is based on power index. And not only that, but it works out is because Scarlet Witch, I keep calling Scarlett Johansson Black Widow, Scarlet Witch. So, Black Widow has an advantage over Joe Fixit. So, then you kind of mess around. Bam, the first fight I got in the bag, or I should. And, you know what? Rocket Raccoon is easy anyways. So, I will go and swap this out. A lot of the things when you get to these rounds is, the good thing is, a lot of these Thanos team, Kang team, they don't have masteries like normal people. Well, I shouldn't say normal people, but you get faced against people who have like willpower, double edge, liquid courage, and you know, the ones that are all the way in the far end. He doesn't have those, or the computer doesn't have those preset. So even if you cause a lot of bleed, they shouldn't automatically heal. So that's the good thing, and that's why you try to get to that streak 12 if you have a lot of people at rank 3, or streak 13, which I'm at now, going on to 14. And that's why we're going to leave it at that. So now what I want to do is try to bait him to use the second special. Just keep blocking, because you know he has like that double part, and get him. Just catch him, see? Bam, just like that. So that's 1 fight down, 2 more to go. You want to aim to get all 3 done, but as I said, at this point, you don't want to do the strategy I was doing before, where you throw in 1 weak champ, because you could potentially lose. So you want to better your chances by here, because look at the chances, they're not that far off. I don't know why it is, but this is something